Could you describe in detail a particular scenario or incidents where you utilized your own philosophy on leadership? Now, some guests like to tie it back to the leadership question, which you answered tenacious, but you don't have to tie it to that, but some do.
I would like to think in my my struggle for authenticity and my acknowledgement of my own imperfections and weaknesses, that generosity is a big part of my leadership style. I like to ask in situations of tension or stress, what do you need? I get to use that a lot with the dancers. We had a very demanding ballet that we did in our 65th anniversary season, and there were 3 men, a trio of men in particular, that have an incredibly difficult aerobic aspect to the performance, and they weren't getting it. They weren't getting the precision, they weren't getting the choreography, they weren't getting the musicality. They were a mess. It was
So
really...
there was no chemistry or their energy level?
Their energy levels, their focus, it just wasn't there. And I was furious because I'd gone to a lot of trouble to get this amazing ballet and to pay for this amazing ballet, to put this opportunity before them, and they weren't delivering. And I remember in the 15 steps from the front of the room to the back of the room where they were heaving over the bar at the back of the room, my whole approach changed as I walked towards them, and I felt like the first step, I was furious and they were going to get it. They were going to cop it.
Yep.
And I didn't know what I was going to say, but it was going to be mean. And by the time I got to the 15th step, what came out of my mouth was, guys, what do you need? What do you need me to do to help you get where we all know we need to get to? What do you need? And that became one of the most productive little 2-minute pep talks that I'd had. You know, they were I think they were terrified that I was going to tear strips off them, and they should have been, because it was really bad. But when they realized that there was generosity coming at them instead of animosity, I feel like that we created a much more productive situation, and the improvements were exponential after that. So I don't always get it right. You know, I have a fire in me as well that can...
That's why you're seated here.
But I think generosity is an important part of leadership.